Spud's on the ice, ready to invade. The Grim Reaper breaks free, impossible to tame. The wall defends, shutting down the game. Edwards and Schmidt, a true tag team. Breaking through the lines, they play supreme. The Spud Kingdom rises, loyal and proud. Idaho Falls rocking, we're bringing the crowd. Spud Kings, we own this night. The kingdom roars like fire, we ignite. Coming for the cup, we bring the fight. Spud Kingdom, we rise, unite.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Spud Kingdom podcast. I'm your host, as always, Woody. Thank you guys for tuning in each and every week. I cannot do this without you. So once again, I would like to thank you for tuning in. This week, we got only one game to cover. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. Got some trivia as always. Got 3 stars of the week, stats, standings, and the preview of this weekend, starting with tonight's game. So, trivia, let's kick it off. This one's going to be an easy one for most of you, especially if you pay attention to hockey at all, besides the Spud Kings. Even if you don't, most of you probably heard it in some form of news or fashion in some way. But who is the only player in NHL history with 900 goals? Let's think about that. Google it if you have to. We'll get back to the answer towards the end of the show. Now, weekend recap. There's only one game to get to this weekend, and my bad, it wasn't on Saturday like it showed on the schedule. I forgot that they moved it to Friday, and it was an afternoon game because I didn't realize that the arena for the Outliers was not finished yet. So the game was actually on Friday, October 31st, 2025. Yes, Halloween. At the Maverick Center in West Valley, Utah versus the Utah Outliers. I'm thinking our general manager, Eric Hudson, had something to do with helping secure the venue to keep this a true home game for the Utah Outliers, as their arena is not quite finished. So let's get to the action, though. First period. Shots on goal would be pretty even throughout the entire game. They would only be separated by 1 or 2 each period. So it was pretty good as far as that's concerned. Utah Outliers had 12 shots on goal. The Spud Kings had 13. First goal would come from the Outliers, though, at 5 minutes, 47 seconds by Jet Carroll. This would give them the lead. It would be 1-0 Utah, but the lead would only last about 4.5 minutes because at 10 minutes, 6 seconds, Tyler Atchison would continue that hot streak he's been on and even the game at 1 for his 6th goal of the year. And he was assisted on the play by Braden Cunningham, his 1st, and Leo the Mantenuto, his 10th. The period would end all even 1-1, as that would be the most of the action. And then the second period would be very similar to the first. Shots on goal would just be down a little bit, that's all. Utah Outliers had 9 shots on goal. The Spud Kings had 10. Scoring wouldn't actually happen until late in the period, though. And at 15 minutes, 43 seconds, Andrew Brubachen would break the tie and put the Outliers up 2-1. The lead wouldn't last too long, though, since it's late in the period. And Owen Byer would put one home for his 6th. And he was assisted on the play and welcomed back Andrew Schmidt. He got his 6th assist on the year, and also Will Strickland for his 4th. The period would end tied once again, 2-2. Third period, the Outliers would win the shot battle, but this period would be all Spud Kings in the scoring column. Utah Outliers had 12 shots on goal. The Spud Kings only had 10, but it wouldn't take too long for the Spud Kings to take their first lead of the game. At 5 minutes, 46 seconds, my boy, Tyler Atchison, would add another to his goal total for his 7th of the year. He was assisted on the play by the Grim Reaper, Sammy Grimaldi, his 9th, and Leo Mantenuto for his 11th of the season. Spud Kings would go up 3-2, take their first lead of the game. The period would be a defensive battle and a goaltending showcase for most of it. At 19 minutes and 43 seconds, though, really close to the end of the game, DJ the Beast McLeish would put the nail in the coffin on the empty netter for his 6th of the year. He was assisted on the play by Lucas Ronner for his 5th and Andrew Schmidt once again for his 7th. period, and game would end 4-2. Spud Kings win. That's what I'm talking about. Devin Degenstein will get his 5th win on the season, stopping 31 out of 33 shots for a 93.9 save percentage. Pretty great game overall for Degenstein. Great game for the Spud Kings. We needed that big win. So with that, let's get to the 3 stars of the week. Since there was only one game, it's basically my 3 stars of the game. The 3rd star, I had a little bit of a toss-up, but I gave the edge to the goalie, Devin Degenstein. He still has a couple things to improve, but I think we might have our starting goalie. I think this might be the guy. We'll see as the games continue and as the season goes on. Especially if he cleans up those couple little things that he's lacking at the moment, he will be great. 2nd star of the week, Andrew Schmidt. Welcome back, my boy. 2 assists in the game. It's a big reason why we won. He's always setting up the teammates. He's always playing his heart out, and he's back from an injury, so it's great to see him back on the ice. 1st star of the game for the 2nd time this season, Tyler Atchison. Will you get off my boy's back? I'm telling you, he's going to have a big year. He had 2 big goals to help us get the win this weekend. This guy, I'm telling you, he's going to break out. He's doing great for his line, and he's going to be a big name this year. I got you 2-1. Keep doing you. So 3rd star of the week was Devin Degenstein. 2nd star, Andrew Schmidt. And 1st star for the 2nd time this season, Tyler Atchison. Let's get to the stats leader for the Spud Kings on the season so far. Sammy Grimaldi and Leo Mantenuto are our assist leaders right now. They both have 9, and DJ is right behind them with 8. Our goals leader, first on the team, is Tyler Atchison. Telling you. Let me give you a brief story why I say get off my boy's back. One of the fans were at a game a few weeks ago, and they heard a couple people talking, and they were just dissing my boy Tyler Atchison. And this is right before, and I think it was actually the exact same game he got his hat trick and went off. And I told you all at the beginning of the season, this guy was going to have a big year, and we were going to need it if we were going to continue our quest for the Dineen Cup for the 2nd straight year. And so get off my boy's back. 21, I got you. So our goals leader, once again, first on the team is Tyler Atchison. In 2nd place, DJ and Owen Byer are both tied with 6 goals. Points leader, DJ and Sam Grimaldi are both tied with 14, and behind them is Leo Mantenuto with 11. Goalie stats, Devin Degenstein is leading the way with a record of 5 wins and 1 overtime loss. He has a save percentage of 94 and a 1.77 goals against average. Like I said earlier, I think we found our goalie. He's wearing that number 1, and he is doing it with pride, and I think he's representing real well. We'll see if he can clean up a couple things. And the biggest thing is he makes a big save, and he has a hard time, not necessarily a hard time, but he needs to recover back and get back into the net a little quicker. He makes a big stop, and he kind of like sits there for a second instead of returning right back to his spot. If he can clean that up, we're going to be in great shape for the season. All right, so let's get to the standings as far as right now in the Mountain Division. First place is the Ogden Mustangs with the 13-0-1 record. The way I said it like that is I've been telling you they have 13 wins and 1 loss, and that 1 loss being in overtime. I decided that I am going to start doing it the way that they actually list it in hockey. That way, get you guys on some of the hockey lingo. Some of you that aren't been involved in hockey for very long and only started when the Spud Kings showed up. I'm going to start saying like this, so that way you kind of know what I'm talking about. So Ogden Mustangs is in first place right now with a 13-0-1 record. The 1 loss being the shootout loss versus us. They have 27 points overall. Second place, the Grand Junction Riverhawks with an 11-4-2 record and 14 points overall. And in third place, your Idaho Falls Spud Kings with the 8-3-1 record with 17 points overall. So let's see if we can add to that this weekend. And I'll get to those weekend games right after we answer the trivia question. So if you don't remember, let me spit it out one more time. Who is the only player in NHL history with 900 goals? And this literally just happened last night. So if some of you didn't get to see it, or some of you don't really pay attention to hockey, the answer is Alex Ovechkin. The great eight got his 900th goal, keeps adding to that total and being the number one goal scorer of all time. We'll see how far he takes it before he retires. I swear the man's a robot, so he might not retire, but he's doing great. Weekend preview. So game one is tonight versus the Casper Warbirds at the MAC. This game got moved from Casper as they are facing issues with the city, and they are not letting them play in the arena right now. So this is technically a Casper home game, moved to the MAC. So go out there and check it out. 7:05 puck drop as usual. Game two is tomorrow night versus the Ogden Mustangs. It is Toys for Tots Teddy Bear Toss night. And if you guys don't remember, or if you're new to the show, last year I had the representative for our local Toys for the Tots charity, Michael Scherer, on the show. And he explained that 99.9% of all of these teddy bears and all the proceeds that get donated to Toys for Tots goes right back to the kids in this area. And I'm not just talking Idaho Falls. I'm talking everywhere from Rexburg to Blackfoot to Pocatello to Idaho Falls, the whole southeast Idaho area, all the way up to Jackson even. So if you guys are not from Idaho Falls, don't worry. The kids in your area get some of these toys as well. Come on out, bring a brand new stuffed animal. Doesn't have to be a teddy bear, but a stuffed animal to throw on the ice when we score our first goal or at the end of the first period. And if you don't want to get one and bring it with you, usually they have some there available for you to purchase so you can take part in the action and make sure you can donate. So get out there and do that. It is also Star Wars night. They will be wearing the special Star Wars uniforms that you can bid on all throughout the night in the auction. And one of you lucky fans will take home a jersey from each one of these players. Each player will have their jersey available, so there's going to be multiple opportunities to win. Go out there, donate. All the proceeds go to a great cause. So get out there and support our boys. 7:05 puck drop tonight, tomorrow night. Get out there and support. And if you can't, it's on Black Bear TV. And as always, go Spudky!
Rivals crumble as the anthem plays. The beast off the leash, setting the stage ablaze. Edwards with the setup, Schmidt with the strike. Spud Kings on the rink, rewriting the hype. Fear the stash, it's the pride of the crew. The Spud Kingdom strong, loyal through and through. Blood and sweat, our victory's clear. We're the kings of Idaho.